Hello, this is Space Zombie, and today I'm going to be talking about what has changed in the most recent update. So to start us off, there's been 2 new heroes added, which are Beta Carotena and Huge Giganticus. I'm going to go through their powers and tell you what they do. So first of them is Insane Uproot, which is when played, move another plant or zombie. So it's quite useful because it can move a plant or zombie. You don't have to move a plant, or you don't actually just have to move a zombie. Then there's Lieutenant Caratron. So team up, when played, conjure a root. So this is quite good because there's like legendary roots, such as Soul Patch, so you could actually conjure a Soul Patch if you're lucky. Then there's Light Speed Seed, which is conjure 2 tricks, so you the tricks don't have to be of the certain type that it is, so they don't have to be Guardian or Smarty tricks. They're just conjure to any 2 tricks, and it could even be legendary tricks as well. Then the legendary power that it has is Genetic Amplification, which is conjure a 2-cost plant, which doesn't start off that good, but then it gets +1/+1, Amphibious and Team Up. So it's quite a couple of really good modifications. You cannot buy this in normal packs right now. It is actually the first galactic hero to be out, so the only way you can get it right now is in the Beta Carotena pack, which can contain it. Next I'm going to move on to the Huge Giganticus. So it's a brainy and sneaky type, and its first power is a zombie, and it is called Iron Border. So it's Bullseye, and when it's in an environment it gets +1/+1. So it's very good for a zombie that costs 1 because it has Bullseye, plus and it's a 2/3, plus if it's an environment it turns into a 3/4. Next one's actually an environment, and we've got no environment powers or zombies or plants yet, which is why this Huge Giganticus and the Beta Carotena are so good. So start of turn, it's an environment, so start of turn if there's a zombie here, gain teleport. So teleport has in the update just been upgraded to a legendary, so if there's a zombie there, you're going to manage to gain a teleport. Next one's called Ice Moon, and zombies here get strike through, which is good if you've got a really high level zombie, plus the high level zombie will stay even if a plant's about to destroy it, because when it's played you freeze all plants there. Its legendary power is conjure an environment, so any environment, and all cards in your hand cost 1 less. So it's very powerful if you've got a card you want to play next turn, but you can only play it the turn after, so you can play it that turn. So there's also been new event cards added with the update, so I'm just going to show you them quite quickly. Right, okay, so some of the new ones are, first of all, Forget-Me-Nots have been added, so that's just zombie tricks cost 1 more. So it's good if they want to play a trick next turn, but now they can't because the Forget-Me-Nots have stopped them. Is that the only one for, oh no, there's not. In Kabloom, there is an Atomic Pomegranate, which is when destroyed makes seedlings next door. So seedlings are just 1 health, starts turn, transforms into a random plant that costs 1 or less. So those are definitely going to transform because they've just been They're probably going to transform because maybe the battle's over and stuff. So one of them's definitely just going to transform the next turn, which is quite powerful because it's a random plant that costs 6 or less, which could even be a legendary. So now just move on to the zombies. And here we go. So first we have the hover goat 3000, which is amphibious, and when played another zombie gets +2/+2. So when Hart bounce this goat. So if it's better in early game when plants only have 1 or 2 attack, because it's going to withstand them and be bounced. Whereas in later game, when plants have 3 or more attack, it's going to be worse because it's just going to be destroyed and its power can only be used once. Okay, so now we have 3 brainy new ones. So this one is Conjure 2 superpowers, which is very powerful because they could be legendary superpowers or anything like that. So I'm really going to try and get that card when it comes out. Yeah, when it comes in an event. This one's Kitchen Sink Zombie, and basically it has loads of power. So it has Bullseye. It doesn't charge the opponent's Watt Meter. Frenzy when it destroys a plant, it attacks again. Armored 1, reduce damage to this by 1. Overshoot 2, before combat here, do 2 damage to the plant hero, and anti-hero 3. So it's going to be very good with its overshoot if there's no plant there, and it has the anti-hero 3. The overshoot should do more damage. I'm not sure if it will, but it might. So we have Bad Moon Rising. So this is good if you have very low zombies. They're going to transform into zombies that cost 5 or more, which is going to be quite powerful. I'll just go back to that. It's going to be very powerful, and that'll be quite good because you could get legendaries or anything from that. So there's all 4. I'll not go back to the event page because I think there may only be 1 or more or something like that. So I'm just going to check quickly. So, 1 sec. Event. So we have Zombology Teacher, which is zombie tricks cost 1 less. So that's basically like the Forget-Me-Nots, and instead it works in your favour, not makes your opponent worse. And then, last but not least, we have Imp Throwing Imp, which is basically the same as Imp Throwing Gargantua, but instead when Heart make a random Imp that costs 2 or less in a random lane, so not as powerful as the Imp Throwing Gargantua are. So, that's basically all of that done. So, yeah, season changes next week if anyone's interested in that. For the season change, you get pinatas, which gives you packs, and that would be quite good. If you want to see what type of pinata you're getting, you can just go to View Rewards, and it tells you down the side. So there's 4 cone zombie ones, 2 sunflower ones, and 1 green shadow one. So there's also been 10 new legendaries 10 new cards that have been upgraded to legendaries. So I'm just going to show you them quickly. These are all premium cards. So first of all we have the Poppin' Poppies. When played make little buddies here next door. So the little buddies, instead of just having 1 in team up, they have when played heal your hero for 2 as well, which is probably why it's been upgraded to legendary. Then we also have Pine Cone, which has been upgraded to legendary. When played, transform all plants into 3/3 pine cones. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of this because it's very weak to likes of Supernova Gargantua, which just destroys, when it destroys a plant, destroy all types of that plant on the field. So personally, I'm not really fussed about that legendary. Next we have Muscle Sprout, which has been upgraded, which is basically alright, but I still think it's basically the same as on Life of the Party. So I did get that legendary, but I did delete it just to get more sparks. Next we have Banana, which is personally an alright legendary. It's been upgraded to 4-3, it has Amphibious, and it's very good if you are going to defeat the zombies, but they have a trick that might stop you from doing it. This Banana is just going to take away all of the brains, plus it's Amphibious, which will give you, and it has 4-3, which will give you an extra pack. So it takes away all the zombie heroes' brains, so it's just, if you're going to defeat it, you've already basically defeated them. And last but not least, we have Briar Rose, which used to cost 6 sun, but now it costs 4, and it's when a zombie hearts flower, destroy that zombie. So it's very good if you have like a flower deck, and all the cards are flowers, so basically when they heart one of your flowers, it's destroyed no matter how powerful it is. Very good plant. So now I'll just go to the zombies, and I'll show you the new legendaries added for them. No, sorry, spelled that wrong. Legendary. Right, so first we have the Nurse Gargantua, which is when this does damage, heal your hero for that much. It's been upgraded from a 4-6 to a 6-6, which is probably why it's been upgraded to a legendary, and it's a very powerful card. It can keep you in the game for longer, and you could potentially win because of it. Then there's Teleport, which is you may play a zombie when it's time for tricks this turn, draw a card. So personally to me it's an alright card. I'd always pick the teleportation zombie over it because you can play as many zombies as you like, and it can last for over 1 turn. So teleport's alright, but if you're looking for if you have enough sparks to crash the legendary, if you want to craft the teleport, I'd always recommend the teleportation zombie over it. Next we have Valkyrie, which is actually an alright zombie, so it's very good if you have it in your hand at the start, because then loads of zombies are going to be destroyed. You could potentially have like a 26 zombie at the end of the game and just win it, even though you're on really low health. So that would be very good if your opponent's at like 20 and you've had it in your hand by the start and grown it up, then it's going to be really good. Okay, next we have the Zombie Time, which is end of turn, transform a random zombie into 5/5 Knight of the Living Dead with armor 2. So personally, this is going to be a very good choice. It's been upgraded from its attack from being 0 to 2, which means that it's going to be able to defend itself a little bit. Plus, end of turn, it's going to get a 5/5 Knight of the Living Dead with armor 2. And armor 2 is very good because instead of reducing damage done to this by 1, it reduces damage done to this by 2 because it's armor 2. And like some plants that will put in front of it only have like 2 attack, and it's going to take 0 damage. So very good in my opinion. And next we have the mixed up Gravedigger, which is when played, each zombie hides in a gravestone, mix them up randomly. What I would say about this is, it's a good card, but there is something you can do to stop it from working. So if someone plays it in front of you, if you press on it, then you can swipe to all of the zombies, seeing what order they're in and knowing what zombies in every gravestone. So basically, it's basically useless. Its power is useless if you know what to do. So remember, just press on the mixed up Gravedigger as soon as they play it. Just swipe across all of the gravestones, or press on any other zombie out, and you can just swipe across all of the zombies, knowing what gravestone that every zombie's in. So I deleted some of these just because, like, there's something you can do to beat it, and if anyone knows that, then it's basically a bit useless. It's just a 5/5 zombie. Unless, of course, some of your zombies have special abilities that are activated when played, then it'll be quite good. So that's basically all of the legendaries, and I think that's all I'm going to do for this video. So just bye, and I'll see you in the next videos. Thanks for watching.